Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. We are going to be talking about a very interesting and very educating topic as usual, and into this topic we are going to be talking about feeding our kids on mouth-watering junk food. You heard me right. So many parents, so many guardians, so many of us are in the habit of feeding our kids junk food. We literally feed them from morning to night 70% of junk and sometimes even 100% of junk, and this might be as a result of our tight schedule from our workplaces and other eventualities, and sometimes it could be as a result of laziness on the part of we the parent and also the guardians. From the recent report, it has been found out that 149 million children all over the world are too short for their age, and 13.1 million children from Nigeria are found in those very categories. Report has also shown that 50 million children are too tiny for their height, and 2.9 million children from Nigeria are also in those very categories. That should tell us about the rate in which feeding our children on junk food is on the increase. When you look at the right, you look at the left, you find out there is so much pressure on the part of the parents to feed themselves and also their children on junk food. This might be as a result of their schedule from their workplaces, and also the mouth-watering advertisements on TV showcasing tempting mouth-watering meals that one can order at a snap of the finger. The fast food found at every corner of the city is not also helping matters. But the truth remains that everyone, including the parents, the adults, and the children, especially in their formative stage, has to eat healthy. I also understand the fact that most times we look at this junk food and we cannot help but salivate. The question is junk food really helping our body? Is it really helping us to meet the right nutritional values our children need, especially in their growing stages, in their formative ages? So many may be asking, what is junk food? Junk food are food that are generally high in calories, ranging from sugar to fatty food, with little or no dietary fiber, protein, minerals, vitamins, or other important forms of nutritional values needed for normal growth in children. Junk food are mostly processed food and not healthy for both the kids and also for the adults. In this video, we are going to be looking at the bad effect of constantly feeding our children with junk food. And one of it is the high risk of obesity. The latest data from National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey shows that 18.5% of children and adolescents are suffering from obesity. Report has also shown that 70 million adults in the USA are obese, 35 million in men and 35 million in women. Most often than not, when children constantly eat junk food or snack on junk food, they gain more weight required for their growth, for their age, and becomes obese. I want us to have this in mind that obesity can also exceed childhood if the children's diets are not being properly monitored or controlled. It is our duty as parents to feed our children on nutritious food. It is our duty as parents to ensure that our children are fed nutritious food and occasionally feed our kids on junk food. Number two bad effect of feeding our children constantly on junk food is the fact that junk food are deficient in nutrients. Most of the junk food we feed our kids on do not have the required nutrient needed for their growth. If you are a parent or a guardian, if you are concerned about the health of your child, then you need to stop feeding them with junk food, like now. If you are concerned with the health of your child, then it is time you start avoiding those fatty foods, low nutrient food. They are high in cholesterol, which are harmful to the child's health. As a matter of fact, most of those junk food are processed, artificially sweetened, and colored in order to make them look irresistible. Children need nutritious foods like meat, fish, egg, etc., and as much as possible to aid in the proper development and growth of their body. The number three bad effect of constantly feeding your kids, my kids, with junk food is memory and learning problems. We are aware that learning new things is often fun and exciting for kids, but if the basic nutrients they need is lacking, it will likely affect their brain health. Healthy food like fish, egg, meat should be substituted in their diets, should be substituted for junk food. The number four bad effect of junk food on our children is inability to control appetite. One bad effect about feeding our kids on junk food is the fact that our children can no longer control their appetite. Personally, I can relate with this because when I used to be on diet, the rate in which I crave to eat is very low or reduced to when I take food that are high in carbohydrates. This is the same thing that happens with our children when they eat much of junk food than healthy food. Junk food are generally so appealing to the eyes and mouth watering that is very difficult for kids to resist. Not having a bite, especially when it is well garnished and seasoned. The number five bad effect of feeding our kids on junk food is junk food can lead to depression. Parents, guardians, please listen up. Feeding your kids with everyday burger, everyday noodles, every day they are taking carbonated drinks, Fanta, Sprite, Pepsi, and others is not going to help them. You may think you are doing them a lot of good. You may think you are giving them good treats. You may think that, oh, it is good for them, but no, in the other way, it is gradually destroying their body system. How can feeding your child junk food lead to depression? Self-esteem is very important in a growing child, generally in everyone's life. When a child is obese as a result of constantly feeding on junk food, he or she tends to lose their self-worth. He or she tends to lose confidence in themselves as a result of the much added weight or the caricature being made by them by friends, family, schoolmates, and others. This child begins to feel inferior due to his or her body size. However, I want us to know that low self-esteem can lead to depression, which can affect the child performance or lead to the negative performance on the child, especially in academics. Having spoken about some of the side effects on our children as a result of constantly feeding them on junk food, here are ways to focus on a healthy diet and also to teach our children to eat healthy. Go natural. Avoid processed and packaged foods. Instead of the cornflakes, the pasta, the noodles, we can substitute such food with foods that are closer to its natural form, like pap, moi moi, akara, beans, and plantain. Please do not force them to eat fruits and vegetable while you are busy snacking on pastries. Number 3 point is make your healthy food tastier. Most people tend to eat or feed on junk because it tastes nicer. It tastes better than what they have at home. If you're making a beef or a chicken stew, add your vegetable to it. While serving pasta, please, you can also add a touch of vegetable such as carrots, cabbage, peas, onions, and lots more to the pasta. This is to make it tastier and healthier. The last point I'm going to be giving out today is prepare healthy snacks. Yes, you can prepare your snacks yourself at home. When I talk about preparing healthy snacks, I mean instead of the high carbonated drink they take or you buy from the fast food, from the supermarket, from the malls, you can do a homemade juice. You can make juice for yourself, for the kids, and for the family. You can make your orange juice, berry juice, strawberry juice, watermelon juice, smoothies. You can also give them fresh yogurts or fresh fruits to snack on. You can equally give them fresh carrot to snack on, or you can also make a delicious salad. It will be sure to give your child a nutritious and tasty meals. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, to comment, and finally to subscribe. See you